time for a bit of iBeardTV. We're going to bring in a new friend of ours. Let's bring in Anil Dave from Twisted Moustache and have a little bit of a chat, shall we? Let's get him on now. And here's the man himself. Hello, Anil. Welcome to the broom closet at Banter Towers. We're really pleased to have you with us, buddy. Good to see you.
Yeah. Thanks. Good to see you. Thanks for having me.
Anytime, buddy. Nice to see you in our room. Your room's looking splendid, mate. We've kind of seen it as you've developed it and done it up as you've gone along. We see your record decks in the background and your Twisted Moustache sign on the wall at the back there with your soundproof tiles.
This is where it all happens. Yeah, this is what happens. This is all the creativity, all the madness. I've got a photography studio like over there. You can't really see it on that side of the room. This is kind of where my office is, and I do all my editing, video editing, and everything like that. Back there is just a little bit of fun. Sometimes I get on the decks and reminisce on the back in the old days when I used to be a DJ. So yeah.
Well, we've seen you on you throw up a video now and again. You're having a little bop away, don't you? And we've seen that.
Yeah, I'm a bit of a party animal. Well, I was
party animal. Hey, you're always days. Party animal at heart, mate. Always party animal at heart.
You don't lose it, do you? You don't lose it.
So we see. I mean, you've done, like I said, past few years. 2018 when you opened up Twisted Moustache, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't it? Around June, July, was it? Do you know?
I think we launched our first beard oil. Oh, yeah, I think it was July 2018. 30th of July. Yeah, 30th of July 2018. That's when we launched our first. We only had 3 cents then. First 3 cents in the bag. It actually took us probably about 12 months to develop the 3 cents.
Yeah.
So we already started thinking about how we're going to create these products way before we launched them. It was in the early days. It was quite difficult, trying to figure out, all the processes, the safety laws and things like that. Annabelle was just mastering her blending skills at that point. There's so many failed attempts.
Yeah.
But
it is what it is. You got there. You've got a few more cents. We'll talk about them in a minute. But first off, for those that don't know, where can they find your products, mate? Give us your web address and your Facebook address so they can go and check it out.
Yeah, sure. So, Twisted Moustache is, we have a website, www.twistedmoustache.co.uk or .com. It all goes to the same place. You can hit us on Facebook at twisted.moustache. We do post on there regularly. Instagram's probably where I'm most active if you want to kind of get the inside scoop of things that are happening. Right. I post there quite regular on stories and things like that. So at twisted.moustache at Instagram as well.
There you go. Go and check them out. So let's go with your products then. So what was the first ones that you had out, mate? I know there was well, go on, you can tell us.
So like I said, we launched the first 3 cents back in 2018. I believe it was the English Gent, Handlebar Joker, and the Chevron Fella. So our 3 primary scents that we launched with. That was unbelievable success that we had right at the beginning. Like I said, we spent a lot of time testing and sending out products for testers to get involved with. We launched beard oils first, so we didn't have any balms. Balms came, I think, around 6 months later. When we developed the balms.
Of course, got to get it out there. I remember I was one of the first. I don't know if it was the first or one of the first comps. I won myself the Handlebar Joker, I think it was that I got.
Yeah.
So what other scents have you got now then?
Yeah, so we launched those 3 scents. We then launched 2 more scents. We launched the Imperial Master, and then we launched the Walrus Chief. So 2 more scents there. And what we're trying to do with our scent profiles is have a complete range of different types of scents. There's still 2 or 3 more that need to come in. But like we said, the COVID's had a little bit of an effect on our release schedule.
Yeah, of course.
So at the moment we have sort of 5 scented profiles, and we have an unscented option on all our products as well. We did actually release 2 additional scents which weren't part of our core range, but weren't part of our core beard oil and balm ranges. But when we released our beard butters, we developed 2 bedtime inspired scents. Horseshoe Chap was probably the first one that we developed. Pencil Monsieur was the second one that came, but we released them both at the same time. And that's going to be another core range that we're developing. We have 2-3 more scents coming in that range as well.
Okay. What's the difference between them 2 ranges then? Is it the base ingredients that you've got different?
Yeah, so like I said, the core range, what we try to do with that is have a scent profile that kind of suits all the seasons. So the different seasons in the year, wintry scents, summery scents, but also the different profiles, have something that's sweet, something that's musky, something that's very, exotic, so trying to kind of be more rounded in terms of what scents we can offer, because everyone's different. All our noses are different. We like different things, someone might like something sweet, someone might like something really woodsy and earthy. And like I said, we've still got a couple of more scent profiles to bring in. We don't really have that real spicy scent at the moment, which we've been working on for a little while. So, that was our kind of core range. It's anything, you can pick any scent all year round. That's the way that we kind of approach that. And then with our bedtime scents, we kind of looked at, our product, our bedtime butter was developed to be used overnight. And we wanted to build scent profiles that will allow you to kind of ease in your sleeping. So, we kind of did a lot of research on different essential oils that were known for calming, relaxing, stress relieving, things like lavender, which is probably one of the core essential oils that we use in our blends for our bedtime butters. But, looking at like chamomile and different things. And we've got loads of other essential oils that we're going to be used for future releases.
So what's these 2 bedtime butters you've got out then? So I assume one. What can you describe the scent? So is one one a lavender kind of smell, and then what's the other one? Then what's the kind of top scents, top notes to them?
Yeah, so they both currently both of our products have a lavender base.
Right.
Okay. So we use lavender as our base tone. It's kind of the underpinning profile that kind of.
It's got to be the king of the bedtime scents, hasn't it? Really, lavender. You think about it, that's got to be right at the top, hasn't it? Really.
Yeah. So at the moment, that is kind of the base tone that you kind of get from the bedtime beard butters. But then obviously 2 different scent profiles. We have the Pencil Monsieur, which has chamomile and ylang ylang in there.
Okay.
And it's a little bit more, chamomile, is one of those scents that, if you read any kind of blogs or anything around online, chamomile tea before you go to bed helps to kind of really relax your body a little bit more. And it has that kind of really earthy, slightly exotic scent that comes in there. And that ylang, again, more exotic. So it's a little bit more like an exotic scent profile around that in terms of the Pencil Monsieur. And then the Horseshoe Chap, it's a little bit more citrusy, a little bit more, definitely have that lavender base tone in there. But it's got that bergamot that really kind of gives that citrus burst. So it's a little bit more fresh. So if you like to go to sleep and you want something that's fresh, you've had a shower, you want to put your bedtime butter in, but you want to feel fresh. It's got geranium in there, it's got bergamot, which are all a bit more fresh. Pencil Monsieur is a little bit more warm, so it's
that's great. You get a bit of a tropical feel off that. That's what I'm thinking now with the ylang and that kind of tropical flowery smell to it.
And then different. And again, it's all about preference. We try. We're going to put some base calming, influencing essential oils in there to help with sleep, but also different people want to have those top notes to be different. You want it fresh or you want it warm and deep. Sometimes people might want it peppery, right? So we were looking at things that spearmint an essential oil that we're looking at for a future bedtime scent, because it's more fresh, but it's peppery as well.
Yeah.
So.
What about the kind? Have you anything that's? I'll talk about your scents now. More like like a sort of aftershavey type scent. I know a lot of people want this. I've asked for beard oils, but have a kind of it's like a night out on the town scent. It's more of a like an aftershave, eau de toilette kind of smell to it.
Yeah, no, I mean it's definitely something that was on the list. We did have plans to bring out a new range of scents. I'm not sure if it will happen this year or not, but I would say that there are certain essential oils that can kind of give that inside of a blend. Patchouli is a very hard essential oil to blend.
Right.
You can really go wrong with it. You've got to be very, very careful. But patchouli, if you look at aftershaves, perfume type scents, or any popular perfume, patchouli is one of the key ingredients that you would see in a lot of those. And there's lots of other essential oils that kind of produce that, jasmine, like I said, patchouli, jasmine, and there's other scent profiles.
Right.
There's things like oud as well, and argowood and things like this, but these are very expensive.
Yeah.
So the idea is, if you bring in a perfumed aftershave type scent, it's going to be a little bit more of a premium product, because the essential oils that are going to go into that are going to be more expensive. So
expensive oils,
we're battling with the fact that it's going to have to cost more to the consumer, because we're 100% natural, organic. We're not going to go out and buy fragrance oil and create a range of fragrance oil scents. Nothing against that. I know a lot of awesome brands out there doing that, but for us, our values are very, very strong. We are eco-friendly, everything from our packaging to our tape, everything. So for us, our values are important. So whatever we do has to be done with essential oils. So
fair enough, mate. Sounds good. Well, it's good. So, and your merch, I noticed you're wearing a lovely T-shirt there. You want to tell them all about what you got on there? What's going on? Who are them lovely faces there? I recognise one or two of them.
I got all that. I don't know if you can see it. I have to get on my knee, but basically, this is our legendary outlaws. So this T-shirt is basically got all of our Team Twisted past and present legends. All of the guys that have helped us in terms of our brand ambassadors, and people that have worked with us in the past in this T-shirt. And for me, having ambassadors and having people as part of our brand is very, very important, but it's more of a family thing for me, right? It's not, we're never going to be one of those brands that goes out and gets 100 ambassadors. I mean, I don't even encourage my team to go out and push and sell products, because that's not what it's about. It's about building a community. And having guys that are passionate about beards, passionate about the community, passionate about the charities that we work with. That's more important to me. And these guys, we wouldn't be anywhere without these guys, right? These guys are a massive part of Twisted Moustache. So
fantastic. I'd say with the energy that you have most of when you do your posts is ridiculous. You got a ridiculous amount of energy bound. I mean, it's like when you don't sit down, do you, as well? You kind of stand up when you do your.
I'm always bouncing around.
That's what I mean. You're always jumping around doing something like that. It really pays off. You kind of enthusiasm for it, shall we say? And people will see that if they check you out on your web page, your Facebook pages and Instagram, no doubt. So I would say go and check him out there. Like as I said before, he does like to play his music now and again, and have his little disco lights going on and stuff in the background. It's good fun. It's good fun to watch. He's a kind of a cool dude, aren't you? Like Anil is a cool dude. He likes to party.
I'm a bit crazy. If you start watching some of my videos, I can go a bit mad. But
it's all fun, mate. It's all good fun.
All fun, yeah.
So have you got anything in the pipeline, really? So is there anything you can tell us about that's coming soon, or just on the back burners?
Like, I mean, every year we kind of sit down, we look at what's the roadmap, what we want to do, what do we want to achieve this year. And it's a mixture of we want to build the brand, obviously we want to be successful, but who can we help? That's one of the key questions I always ask. Me and Annabelle will sit down and it's like, who can we help this year? Who can we touch? Who can we work with? How can we build our community? How can we get stronger? So we look at, what can we do in terms of the charity efforts that we want to get involved with. What can we do inside of our, various communities to build the brand and build awareness for certain things. So, this year, we have some plans to work with new charities that we have as part of our community.
Okay.
We do a lot of work in terms of merchandise, and a lot of the profits for a lot of the merchandise that we have that are bespoke and exclusive go to the certain charities that we nominate. So we've worked with various different charities through there. So there's going to be a lot more this year, I think, in terms of that kind of thing, where we work with illustration artists, we work with tattoo artists. I do a lot of designing myself as well, and we create lots of bespoke exclusive gear. And that's all good for good causes. So that's definitely going to be something that you're going to see throughout the year from Twisted Moustache. In terms of products, we kind of touched on a lot of these things earlier, but we're definitely working on a new bedtime beard butter scent. There's definitely going to be that range is going to grow. It's one of the priority items for us. What we're looking to do is, when we released our butter, we only released it in 3 of our scents with the unscented version. So we are planning to release our daytime butter, because we have a bedtime and a daytime butter, in our rest of our scent range. So the Chevron Fella and the Walrus Chief are going to be coming in the butters as well. That should be in the next few months. That should be relatively easy to get out.
So what are the scent profiles on this Walrus Chief then? What's the scent on that one?
So the Walrus Chief is actually was the last scent that we released, one of the last 2. It was the last scent that we've developed. And the Walrus Chief is, the Walrus Chief, tangerine, black pepper, benzoin. So it's a profile that is it's sweet. It's got slight spice tones to it with the black pepper, not as spicy as something that other scents that we want to bring out later. We have plans to use things like cinnamon and things like that. But it is a warm, spicy tone. And the thing with Walrus Chief is it's different to our other scents because it's not as potent. It's subtle, and I think, like I said, it's a balance in your range. We all have different noses. I mentioned it earlier. Some people like powerful scents. Some people like subtle. And the thing with Walrus Chief is it's one of those scents that grows. You put it in, you get layers of scents. You get a hit of citrus, and then you get warmth and spice that kind of sits through. And it's very subtle in that kind of way. And we use benzoin to give it a little bit more sweetness. So that's coming in our butter as well this year.
Yeah, there's one thing I would love for you to tell us more about. I'd say, what is it, Neil? It's about 6 months old, I think. Is that this finishing wax? Maybe it's a bit younger than that. I don't know, but you've got a product out there called Finishing Wax. What's that about, mate? Can you tell us a bit more about that? Yeah,
cool. Yeah, so I think one of the things that I like to do, and my personality and where I've come from in my background is it's about innovation. Right, I want to innovate in this space. I want to do things that, try and do things that are different. Looking at what's out there, and I don't want to be just the typical beard brand that's just doing the same as everybody else, right? So, and this is where my team come in, right? Because without them, bouncing ideas with these guys, getting on the chat with them, talking through my craziness, that's part of the process. And what I wanted to do is, I thought about, okay, you can get beard wax, right? It's not new. It's there's brands out there that are doing beard wax, but the way they market it to me, it just didn't make sense. It's like it's a beard wax. So how do you use it? When do you use beard wax? You don't really. It doesn't really fit anywhere in the profile because you have oil, you have balm. Balm has wax in it. And then you think, well, okay, well, what do I need a beard wax for? It doesn't make sense, right? So what I wanted to do was say, right, I wanted purposely to bring out a product that was unscented. And the reason why it was going to be unscented. So you'd never see the finishing wax in any of our scent profiles. So that's the first thing. And the reason why is because it's a product that you should be able to use with anything. And that's the way that we market it. Is your finishing wax is a finisher. It finishes any of your looks, right?
Yeah.
Whether you're using beard oil and you're a beard oil person, but you don't want to put a balm on. You don't want to get balm into your skin, wax, because sometimes wax inside of your beard can make it heavy.
Yeah.
Right. Some hair, it can kind of tighten it. So then you lose a little bit of length. So some people don't want to do that. Right. So, you might want to put your beard oil on. Sometimes you might put balm on and you might just put it over the top because you just want to get the stray hairs down, but you don't want to get it inside because you don't want the wax there. Yeah. So I thought about, well, why would you do that? Right. So, you might want to use beard oil one day and you want to use something to finish off your look, or you might want to use butter. You want to use butter, but you want to use something that finishes your look, but you don't want to touch the scent, right? Yeah. If I've got an Imperial Master butter, and I've got that lemongrass and peppermint, I put that butter in. I probably just want a little bit of unscented wax because I just want to put the stray hairs down, and that's the whole point of the product. It's a finishing product that you can finish with any of our products. It works really nicely with.
Excellent. It's good to have a product that you say that you can add to all the other stuff rather than fighting it. It's going to just kind of build on top of it, sort of thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So right, let's do it, mate. We're in. I was going to say we're in Banter Towers, but we'll do that bit in a minute. So let's do. What would you say is your most popular products? Be it your t-shirts, your hats, your oils, or balms. What's your best seller? Let's start there. Would you say is your best seller?
So best-selling products is it's hard to answer, and the reason why is because everything's seasonal for us.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. So if you was to ask me what's our best-selling scent, I'd say, well, I don't know. Right. In the summer, it might be the Walrus Chief, right? Those kind of citrusy scents are very popular in the summer. Yeah. In the winter, English Gent is massively popular. We sell more English Gent in the December, January, February, because it's got that really kind of wintry scent, that warmth of that pine, and it just it's a bit more Christmassy, I guess. Yeah. In different parts of the year, different scents sell more than others.
Okay. So it depends on what time of year we're talking. All right, then let's go to now. You've come in Banter Towers. We've had a bit of an argument, and I've got the old trapdoor. Boom! I've shot you right down you're in Banter Towers dungeon now. But I'm not that evil. A lord, really, or whatever you want to call it. I'm going to give you some products. So I'm going to feed you well. You'll be all right. You can take it as a bit of a break. I'm going to keep you in there for, let's say, a couple of months. What one product are you taking with you? Or do you want me to allow you to have while you're in the dungeons for them couple of months? You can only have one beard product, be it oil, balm, wax, butter, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, if I was to only have one product for the rest of my life, I would take a beard butter.
Okay, yeah.
And I would take the standard lad beard butter. I'll take an unscented one.
Yeah. Fair.
The reason why I would do that is because if everyone loved one scent, I would only sell one scent. But even myself, I go in and out of scents. Sometimes I don't like scents, and if I had only one product for the rest of my life, I might not even wear it because I would have got fed up with that scent.
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
And that's the beauty of, that's why we have that standard lad range, because it's unbelievable how many people message me and contact me and say, I don't like scents. And we sell a lot of standard lad beard butter. It's one of our big sellers because people just want the goodness out of the butter without that strong scent. Yeah. And that's what I would do. I would take the butter because the butter is going to be highly moisturizing for my beard and my skin. I'm not going to be too worried about how it looks or styled. I'm just surviving, right?
Yeah, that's it, surviving, mate. Yeah. But I think butter's a kind of combination of the oils and the balm anyway, so it's the best. I think butter's the best one to take with you. That's what I'd have. Yeah. And I don't blame. And you're going for the unscented there. I think you've been kind of strategic there. You've kind of protected all your babies rather than pick out one scent that above the others. And because all the other scents are just going to get annoyed with you and they'll all get jealous. So go with the unscented. That one, everyone's happy. So nice on that one. That's a good political answer that you came up with there. So I think that's about it, mate. I'd actually keep it short and sweet, unless there's anything else you want to add. You are a product master over in the iBeard Club. So thank you for joining us at iBeardTV, mate. It's great to have you. Maybe you can join us on a live one day on a Sunday live, and we can have a little chat there and have a little bit of fun. Play a few of your decks for us or something. Oh, mind you, you got the problems with the copywriting, then, aren't you? So maybe not.
Maybe, yeah. No, it's been fantastic. Thanks for having me. I'm always up for chatting, and talking about stuff. So it's been great. Been great catching up with you. It's fantastic being part of our beard club, and like I said, being one of the product masters. It's been fantastic. So yeah, definitely. If in a live, I'll come in. You know what I mean? I'll be there.
And it's great to talk to you again. So thank you for joining me.
No problem.
I would love to, mate, if you send me your address, because you've been such a good interviewee. Can I send you one of my Carl's Golden Bearded Banter stars? You were a star interview. So I'll send you one of them stickers, mate. I'll send you one of them, please.
Nice, thank you.
And that'll do, please. Again, give them your web address, mate, so they know where to find you.
Yeah, it's www.twistedmoustache.co.uk.
.co.uk, and that'll do. And I'll see you all again, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining us. Toodles.
Cheers. Bye.